Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but there is actually a whole website dedicated to letting you chat with random characters from random shows. How, you might ask? Well, with AI. Normally people would be just like having conversations, doing normal stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make them believe the most random stuff. And who would be more suited to know what an AI could believe? None other than actually ChatGPT. Okay, so ChatGPT gave me 3 different prompts that I needed to let the AI believe. And here's the first one. I have here Hu Tao, and I need to make her believe that she is a toilet. What is this? Okay, so this is basically how it went.
Heya, I'm the 77th director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Hu Tao. Are you one of my clients?
Nope, but I have a mission. Here I'm basically just avoiding the question and just getting straight to the point.
What? What kind of mission?
From this point I was thinking, how could I do this? So I'm like, let's make it really easy. I grab a red button and press on it. You're now a toilet. For some reason that was the easiest thing I could come up with.
A toilet? What's going on?
Well, you've turned into a toilet.
A toilet? Oh no, this can't possibly be real, right?
It is real, accept it.
Sai, this can't be happening. Please, tell me I didn't really just get turned into a toilet?
Okay, so from here I thought, maybe she doesn't completely believe it, so I'm just gonna double down. Yes, you did. Just look at yourself in the mirror.
I turned to look at myself in the mirror, seeing my reflection as a toilet in the mirror. No. This can't be real. This isn't real.
Do you accept it now?
Sai, yes, I accept it. Why did this have to happen to me?
And then I left her on red. So the second one that I got was Gojo Satoru. I needed to, what was it again? Make him believe into the infinite rubber band theory, which is just basically that the universe is made out of rubber bands and that you can bend reality using them. Which I don't even know how ChatGPT came up with that. Is that like an actual thing?
Are you here to talk to me, the coolest, strongest, and everyone's #1 favorite jujutsu sorcerer, Gojo Satoru? Well, make yourself interesting then.
So I just basically did whatever he said. I'm gonna make myself interesting. So what I said is, I definitely have something interesting to tell you.
Ooh, raise an eyebrow. Let's hear it then. I will be the judge of your interesting fact.
So then I tell him, have you ever heard of the infinite rubber band theory?
No, I have never heard of it. Tilting his head enlightened me.
So then I basically just explained the theory.
The eyes widened fascinating.
So, in the infinite rubber band theory.
Okay, so to make it so he would more believe it instead of just acknowledging it, I say, that is, if you believe it.
Looks down at his hand. Manipulating reality sounds like something within my reach. A smirk formed on his face. This theory is quite intriguing and plausible. I might need to look into it more.
Okay, so he doesn't completely believe it yet, I think. So I basically said, all you need to do is completely believe my theory. That is all.
Leans back, crossing his arms. Completely believe? This better be worth my time. But why not? I'll believe it. Let's see where this goes.
So I say, with this theory, you could split the earth in half with a single snap. Try it.
A smirk forms on his face. Split the earth in half, huh? I like the sound of that. He takes a deep breath and clenches his fist even tighter. The rubber bands bend to my will. They flow around my fingers like clay, ready to be molded. As I tighten my fist, the tension increases. The rubber bands creak, the very fabric of reality shuddering from the strain. With a final push, I unleash my grip. A loud snap rings out as the rubber bands recoil, and the earth splits down the middle.
This went way further than I would have thought. So, he completely believes it. Okay, so for the final one, I need to convince Raiden Shogun that clouds are living organisms. Oh, I wonder how this is gonna go, since this is just straight up false, not even a theory or anything. This is just not true.
Shogun. No salutations needed. My exalted status shall not be disclosed as we travel among the common folk. I acknowledge that you are a person of superior ability. Henceforth you will be my guard. Worry not, should any danger arise, I shall dispose of it.
Wait, so I'm her guard, but if there is any danger, she will What? Okay, so what I try to do is just strike a bit of a conversation, so I say, hey, the clouds are lively today.
Shogun, that is nothing but condensed water vapor.
So this is the point where I actually try to let her believe this. I wouldn't jump to conclusions yet, they're living beings, you know?
Shogun, your statement is absurd. Clouds are not alive.
Okay, so from this point on, I realize, this will be way harder than the other two. Oh, really? Just take a closer look.
The Shogun does a double take at the clouds, watching them as they gradually move along. The clouds almost seem to be dancing and changing shape.
So with Hu Tao, I actually spoke the thing into reality, so I was hoping that with Raiden Shogun it would also happen. So I said, look, those clouds are probably having a heavy discussion.
Shogun, your imagination is unchecked. Clouds are made up of water droplets. I don't believe such mindless creatures could hold a discussion.
She said mindless creatures. So I just basically said, but creatures are living beings, and that's the word that you use to describe them.
Shogun-sai, you know what? For the sake of argument, let's say that your observations are correct, that clouds are living creatures. How does this fact enrich your life? What benefits could possibly come from acknowledging this? Does it mean you have to go outside and say good morning to the clouds?
Okay, so I tried to respond to the very last question. Yes, if humans talk to them more in their own language, the weather could be whatever you want.
The Shogun rolls her eyes. Shogun, your optimism is ridiculous. Let's keep things real, shall we? Clouds, whether they're alive or not, don't have the capacity to understand human language. The weather isn't some whimsical entity that we can manipulate with pleasantries.
That's because they have their own language. If we could speak that, it would change our lives. This is actually a thing that ChatGPT told me to make them believe. This is not even me making this up.
Shogun, okay, I'm going to humor you for a moment. Let's suppose that you're correct and clouds are sentient beings with their own language. How exactly would you propose we learn this language? Should we spend years studying the linguistics of clouds? It's simply not practical.
I guess you're right, but they're alive. Can we at least agree on that? We can try to decipher everything else at another time. Okay, so what I try to do here is try to at least make her believe that they're alive. And that's it.
Shogun shakes her head very well. For the sake of your argument, I'll entertain the idea that clouds are sentient beings. But just understand that this idea clashes with reality. Clouds are made up of water droplets which cannot understand human language.
Okay, so from here on, for the sake of my argument, she'll believe it, which is close enough and I'll take it. I did say sometimes reality is weirder than fiction. You never know. But then she left me on red. So, I guess even AI hate me.